stop giving back. Honeysuckle, fresh cut grass. I could really use some stuff like that. Turquoise blue, losing track of time with you. Another peach pie sunset view, sleeping in the afternoon. No place to be and nothing to prove. That's sure something I could use. A cure for the air conditioning blues. Could use some too. Not to leave us, tarry not to our town. There's a darkness in the valley, heavy branches crack and split. If we holler, will you hurry? Can you hear us through the wind? Blue sky calm, dancing in between us. Take us up, lay us down. Blue sky calm, promise not to leave us. Tarry not to our town. There's violence under our feet, running stitches through our homes.
in a lobby, only seeing in an hour. I wasn't waiting for some shiny unicorn. I've nothing at rolling in you don't, but all of a sudden you're the hero of my story. I celebrate the love and only stole me glory. I still remember the way this whole thing started. I was walking down the city, feeling down and broken hearted. But then I guess all roads lead to Rome. A fool, I'm leaning on my way home. I gotta call down.
大量に野菜入れたのに、縮んだ。